Now, world, hey now. I'm always trying to get this chair straightened up here. Hey now, hey, I'm not tired like yesterday. Hey now. Alright, so let's test this VOD out. Okay, here we go. EG versus RNG. Day 1, game 1 of the knockout stage. And I have my documents here. It's not the right one. There we go. Bam. Game 1 of the pick ban. I have really good music going on right now, but you all shouldn't be able to hear it, even though it's free music that anyone can download. It's from 20 years ago, so I don't think there's really a copyright issue with that. Hey now! Okay, so yeah. Last time I got about 20 minutes into the game and realized I'm just testing it. Because I don't want to do all of it and realize that it doesn't sound good, so I want to do a test. Hey now. There's an insider. That's code word for people inside the entertain business, from an entertainer that entertains entertainers. Hey now. I bet this mic really picks up. Maybe I'm wrong. It's what Faker sounds like. His keyboard is really loud and mouse clicking, but no one can say anything. Hey now. I wonder if I could. Hey now, does that make any difference? No problem. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Yeah, that kind of spiked, didn't it? Hey now. Oh, right there. Hey now. Hey now, hey now, hey now. I don't know what the rule is about voice and spiking and hey now. How about from there? Is that too? Hey now, hey now. Hey. See, probably it spikes once it gets to yellow. That's not good, and it should never be red. Hey now. Like it's getting kind of close there. How about I talk about this loud? Hey now. Now I gotta learn how to talk. Hey now, hey now. Okay, let's try Lucian Bot. Hey now. Everyone's picking Yone lately. Hey now. Alright, pick ban.
5 to keep all things equal as they should be. What was the group stage record this time? 0-2 history? Will it repeat itself? Who knows? Alright, well let's whittle down on this pick and ban here, because Wukong off the table once again. The jungles that have been traded for the majority of this tournament have been Diego and Lee Sin.
I don't like moving my stuff.
Towards the Lee Sin side of it, now with all these playmakers.
Yeah, I will say though, they're really good enough. Diego, it's kind of been his spread and butter coming out of the LPL, but I think looking at this EG, I think are going to...
So again, if you've never listened to me before, this is my little practice thing I do against the bot, or against with a bot. And the whole point of this is you can practice the same champion over and over and over repeatedly and skip about 5 minutes of how long it takes to get into a game. Hey now. Hey now. So here we go. I wanted to see how this loud this microphone picks up these keys, and it sounds really loud. But hey, this is how you're supposed to do it. He's pretty tough to lane into early.
Alright, looks like we're gonna get the Gwen Gangplank trade yet again.
I think that's why Lucian gets banned, is he's so strong early game.
And there are no surprises so far.
Where's my level 2?
Of this draft phase, I feel like, especially if this Kai'Sa is locked in. You know, these have been the most prevalent champions, so barring the Ezreal that
Whoa,
a lot of teams
that's pretty cool.
lower their priority.
If I did his E, I probably could all in him.
Xayah versus Kai'Sa.
Man, he's a
Are we gonna get the
man. He's a level ahead of me.
of the GP answer to the Gwen, or are they going to mix it up and have something different, because it hasn't quite had the success, especially in lane, at least with that matchup.
It is going to be the Gangplank. I was kind of looking because you brought up the Mordekaiser before, which I thought was a really interesting answer to Galio, where you just like steal away the person that's actually the engage tool, and suddenly you don't have the Galio to be able to follow up. But
That's like an ult.
super well, especially when RNG are trying to play the map state. Having that kind of barrage to try and help out is wonderful.
Yeah, I think Yone is a little strong. Luckily, people don't play him so much in solo queue. Maybe they don't own him.
Yeah, those have been the two most common, and I think it is a pretty good strategy to push way off of the more comfortable picks here, see how deep he goes. I know there's been a lot of talk if you can get him on volley bear or something.
Get a little bit nervous when I see the volley bear coming in, but Viego got, I mean,
Oh, I messed that up.
see that Lee Sin shot as well. As you say, just make him comfortable so he ends up falling.
Alrighty then. Hey now. What should we get, everyone? Oof. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't have pro level micro. I have really good micro for how much I play. I hear a lot of people say, wow, I can only play 2 champions. I can play all of them. Not like pro level, but I can play them pretty well. Whoa, I messed that up. Riding that line. Meaning where I can die easily. Where Lucian could just burst me in and I'm dead. But it's hard to get all these correct. I did really bad. Yeah, that's fun to have somebody that can trade you like that, huh? Oh, I'm gonna level up. See, he pushed that wave in, and that actually wasn't a good thing. He was pushing too fast that it actually let me catch up and get a level ahead of him. So what I'm saying is you can push a lane and it actually hurts you instead of help you. I'm not used to talking and playing at the same time. This is a whole new thing for me. Oh, but I want Vamp Scepter and Boots. I wonder if I can take him on. See, I can't click that right click as fast as a pro. And I'm warming up. I don't want to use all my VOD view energy on this practice warm-up bot game. Anyways, you can master champions this way. Not so much, I guess I need to rephrase that. The laning. You can master the like wave clear with them and the wave management. Because I think it's really important to play a champion back-to-back a few times out in solo queue. At least more than once, maybe 3 times if you can, but that's very difficult to get in solo queue. So I was gonna all in him, but I decided not to. Alright, so our whole point, see, I get stuck in game mode. Now I'm in game mode and want to play. Ooh, Vamp Scepter. No, I don't need that. What could I get? What do I need later? Well, we'll do something with that. So, do you hear my music that you shouldn't hear? So we're trying to get the volume set up correctly here. So, like on this, am I louder than they are? Hey now.
Silas has also been super high preference for him. If we go deeper than that, though, I think they might start to have to sweat.
Yeah, I think you probably are eyeing up the Silas here as a ban. And then, as you say, I'm not really sure what you want to go for because it definitely feels like looking at obviously the Blanc, the Zoe, the TF, now more than likely another mid lane ban. You're right the way down the pool, and especially with the AP top laner gone and the Gwen, and obviously the Gangplank locked in, you can't really opt into those AD matches.
Exactly. I think that's the kind of the difficult scenario here, where so much AD already locked in for EG, they kind of have to go AP for him through the mid lane. Let's see what it is. The other thing with this EG lineup, last time around they ran the Nocturne, they also had the Gangplank, and they combined those two to try and assassinate the enemy carry, the backline. But with Gala having the Kaisa, you do get to reposition.
Apparently any noob can play Yone.
Plasma, and so it makes it a little bit hard to do that backline assassination.
I haven't played him very many times. I do have him on that account, though.
So you can stun, Nocturne Dive, and Gangplank ultimate.
I mean, it doesn't mean that Ming will get his hands on the
I have this weird concept that I think if people want to be good at League of Legends, they should have all of the champions unlocked on their account before they even think they can become a pro or high tier ranking, and that's not the case. People go in and expect to start ranking their 3rd or 4th game with it. So big reason I'm glad about the solo queue change, because I've been saying for years that it wasn't fair that you could duo. That completely takes away solo. How is solo in that sentence of duo? You can just get carried by somebody or other people. And so the rankings were always inflated, and I never really partook in that. I just played a lot of games. I think I'm gonna stream rate. I can't just. One thing is I've never been able to decide what role I want to main. I did jungle for a really long time, and then realized maybe I should do top lane because I can carry easier. Oh, I'm so close.
have so
He
much
has ult.
playmaking opportunity here. It's going to be a big part here for Inspire to try and get his level 6.
Man, I want my immortal shield bow so I can be immortal.
Of course, the Predator for sure
Hey now.
just walk around with Way anyway.
I mean, if you get to that late game, though, holy moly, do EG have a lot in the tank.
Can I
GP,
sell
Orky,
this?
Prince Eye, like, you've a ton of damage. So
Yeah, I
you
don't
can
want
try and
to,
base the
but
game here for EG and allow
it's a
yourself
much
to
better
stay in the
upgrade than
top.
having
It
a
feels like
Doran's
when you get to
blade.
team fights, they just have so much bang for their buck.
Well, if you want some NA VM, I talked with Emily
Gotta
before
get
the
my
show. She's like, yeah,
APM up, guys. It's really slow.
for RNG, all the games are going to be over 30 minutes long. It's like, RNG's going to play it slow, they're going to play it calm, they're going to play it collected. It's like, well, if you pick scaling, 30 minutes is, you know, when you're kind of coming online. So we'll see what's going to happen here. RNG now the favorites to win the tournament. They have won the Rumble stage. They are looking to be their 3rd trophy here at MSI. Evil Genius is their 1st international showing. What could be the upset?
I'm so excited
I want to get
see
this
how
turret
goes
down, and
It does
then
feel like EG were
the
so
whole
close
point of
to
doing
taking
this
in that game.
is to
Let's
get
see if they're gonna be able to do
the correct CS numbers, which is 10 per minute, which I don't really like the 10 per minute people call it. I like it 100 at 10, 200 at 20, and so forth. And hopefully you can get more than that. There's only like 1 or 2 people I see that can do that, which is Chovy. So it is possible.
as well to get out of the taunt there, but
And the reason people can't do it is they don't practice the champion enough like you can here. So you can't really have an excuse if
is that with that invade,
you do this.
did they trade flashes there, but they also
And I know what people are going to say is, well, it's against a bot, but that really doesn't matter.
does the kind of natural red start
Because you can practice the how it is against the minions and get the 100 CS at 10 minutes in and 200 at 20. You can. I can't do it. I'm close. I noticed pros can't do it, and they're close. The top pros do it, and I think it's because they have so much more practice on said champion. You gotta. It's like working out. You gotta put in the reps every day of the champions you want to play, and the back-to-back practicing, like I said, is important.
Yeah, very big stuff there for the bottom side of the map. That ward we were talking about up by Krugs, though, doesn't get used because Inspire does not do the full clear natural with Nocturne, coming bottom side a little bit earlier. So might do that reverse after if there's no opportunities on bottom side.
I'm actually curious.
I want my 200. I think I'm gonna stop here in a minute. See, I get in game mode. I only got 107 at 15 minutes, and I think that is really bad. And people would tell me, "Oh, but you got 5 kills." I don't care about the 5 kills. I care about the CS of 200 or 150 at 15, and so on, and keeping it up because I see people fall off at 30 minutes in or later, and they lose really long games because they stop farming and spend the time roaming around wondering where to go, and that's why they lose, is because they start getting behind in farm. So you gotta keep up the 100 every 10 minutes. So I should have 150 here, not 113. And again, pro players would tell me, "Oh, but I got the kills." That's irrelevant. The kills are extra farm you can pick up, but see what I mean? Like my mentality, how it's different. You know, I just had a pro player that starts the B, like, argue with me the other day, telling me it's irrelevant, but no, the kills are what are irrelevant. You're leaving money on the table, and if you can't go get that said money, then you don't deserve to win the game. I mean, that's the whole point of the game is to get as much gold as you possibly can. One of my account names is Gold Hog because I want all the gold.
I do want to point out as well, since last MSI, you know, this year we had to change the scuttle crabs where they reduced.
See, I got 7 kills, and that I don't care at all. I want the 200. Because if I get the 200, the timing I want, then the kills will come. And so I'm still off. And I don't like it. What does he get second?
The timing on it is very comical, but obviously that was a remnant of the early start.
And so, again, the practice tool allows you to come in and learn the power spikes of each champion with each item, and mainly the important thing is against the minion waves, collecting the minion waves. 140, pretty decent for a person that doesn't play every day and isn't challenger ranked. And I could go on and on. I don't want to waste my energy right now. I think that's what makes players good. I can go and solo queue and give you an idea of who's good and who's not, and a lot of it is the numbers I'm talking about. And I could save teams a lot of money if they would just let me work with them, but they don't care about no-name people, which is silly. That's why they don't win. I don't think they even care about winning worlds. You go to LA and you have probably like one of the best lives you can have on this planet, and people stop caring.
Yeah, I was also going to say that RNG, as you can see in the minimap, have set up like a ton of vision control on this top side. It really does feel like they're kind of giving as much breadth as, or at least movement in that top side towards Bin to know exactly where Inspired is.
I must get 200.
We're seeing the benefits of these bottom lane timers. Never mind. Oh, wow.
Oh, I am such a noob. I don't even think I've never played Yone in an actual PvP game. I played against him, but I have practiced him a decent amount. Not a huge amount. So if I can hit the 200 here and get pro CSing numbers, then anyone can do it. And see, the longer you go in the game, the easier it is to catch up to the number. Normally, people are nowhere close to 100 at 10.
Then Xiaohu as well, being able to roam over there. Bottom lane winning by its own, moves up through the river. They get double scuttle crabs and get a mid lane gank off to burn the flash on.
Oh, but I'm just a dumb noob.
RNG have just put basically the entire map for EG on the defensive here, and so EG trying to continue to scale.
And most people will just look at this and tell me I'm stupid because I'm playing a bot, so it doesn't matter. It's the same thing every time, against a bot or not against a bot. You're gonna have the same habits. The champions all farm minions and waves completely different and different item power spikes. Most people can play the game once they get the items. It's the first 10 minutes. Oof. I thought I was a goner. Oh, I didn't get 200 at 20, but I got 183, and if you look at solo queue numbers of people, that's not bad. And I keep showing this and working on my macro or my micro every day. I work on the macro every day. Alright. Well, that went like 24 minutes into that.
From both sides. Even Xiaohu saying that, coming in didn't have a lot.
So I'm going to stop this, take a break, be back soon.